Alrighty, continuing on our editing. Hello, I am Christian, and you can also call me Chicken. We are editing a personal project today called The Captive. I am partway through, but I figured I'd do this just to record my progress, but also demonstrate what would be a good or a acceptable possible way of editing a short film. This is called The Captive, that my friend Jason was directing. He wrote it and directed it for his school project, and then followed it up. So I'm about to import scene 3 into my Premiere project here. So you can see I have my files right here on my mirror. I have an exact copy of this right here as a backed up file. Mirror 2, we're editing from Mirror 1. And I'm about to go into scene 3. So let's look at that inside of our files here. And you can see Premiere behind, but we're just looking at the file in the center here. I'm going to go to A001, A camera, and we'll see right here our scene 3, take 1. Scene 3, take 2. Scene 3, take 3. Scene 3, take 4. Scene 3, take 5. Scene 3A. So, obviously, if I had a final shot list, I would have a list to check off from, but I don't. I am literally just taking all the files that I was given, and this also has the B camera in it right here. I didn't realize. So I'm just taking all the files he's given me, and I'm just putting them in. So he actually did the work of going through and labeling them all, which is really nice, because if you are not on the shoot set, then you kind of have no idea what's happened, and so you just are handed a hard drive. I was able to actually be here in this room and whatnot for some of the shooting and on set, so I knew a little bit of stuff, but he went through and actually labeled all of the files, so you can see that they're in order. I'll show you a little bit about how I'm putting them in, so that it makes sense to me. You can use this to, apply it for yourself very specifically, or you can take a spin-off, or you can tell me I'm wrong, whatever you want to do. Scene 03. I'm over here in Premiere now, so I'm creating a bin inside my footage folder. And it's very important that these are all organized properly so that you don't lose stuff. It's also nice if they're organized the same as the folder structure inside here. I am changing it a little bit for the footage, but it mostly works out because we have all that. I'm taking all my scene 3 footage and put them in there. Import those files. And while we're waiting, we'll go over to our day 2 audio. Here comes the boom. Let's go down here. 03, day 1 boom. Day 1 lavs, which is all scene 2 and before, so I don't need any of those anymore. And I'm just going to literally import these guys wholesale. Great. Day 2 boom, day 2 lavs. I'm doing a little different than, I technically should do the footage based off the folder structure, but I'm actually doing it based off scene, because if I want to go and find something, I know where it is. I don't want to go searching through the days. However, with the audio, that stuff can kind of be moved around, except for obviously dialogue. So I'm going to just do that by day. So I'm doing kind of a hybrid of the two. Don't know if I recommend that, but yeah, here we are. So here we go. We are now on, we have the Captive Draft 1, Draft 2, Draft 3. We are now at this point where I have my first scene right here, my second scene right here that I've done a rough draft on, and I have separate timelines for those. So now I've made a Draft 3, and I've opened it up. This is now the latest version, but I have Draft 1 and Draft 2 saved. So my drafts have everything that I've imported. But the scenes have only the scenes, not the extra material that I didn't want. So I still have access to them if I want to go and find them inside the drafts. But then I have my scene 1 that I'm just kind of working with if I need to just make some minor adjustments. So to start with, we're going to bring in all of our scene 3. Right? All of our boom is there, but I also have labs. So we'll go over to day 2 labs here. Oh my gosh, am I seriously still covering this? No, you guys didn't see any of that. That's too bad. So I've imported my video up here, and I've imported the actual audio for the video camera files are right there, but I'm not going to use those. Those are muted. I will use them to sync, but I'm not going to use them in the end, so I want to keep all those up there. However, the latest audio I want is this boom, and it's going to be the lowest track. And obviously as the film goes on, it gets lower and lower and lower, so we're at line 26 for this boom here. Now, you can see I'm using boom D2, S3 take 1, S3 take 1, and I'm going to sync those guys up. But before I do, I also have lavs to sync. So I'm going to import the lavs here. Bring in the lavs, lav A and lav C. So here's lav A. Yeah, I'll bring it in just because. So scene 3 take 1 all the way down to C3A. So after scene 3A, there is no lav for the that character. So now I've got my lavs on line 27, and I have my lavs for the other character. I'll get rid of the false take on line 28, right there. Great. So as I move through this now, I have all the audio at the same time. However, these are not synced. You can see these lines should all be in the same spot, which I'm going to do now. However, I need to undo the mute for this one. Before we, I'll do this really quick. Yeah, I'll do this, an example of this real quick. Let's take this, which is all the audio from that, all the audio and video from that first thing, and I'm going to sync these. It's going to sync all four, hopefully. And ta-da! They're now synced. So that means that you can see now the claps are lined up there.
Take one.
Mark it.
Boom. So that's the audio from the camera syncing with the audio from the boom and the lavs, which it luckily was able to do. Now, before we move on further, I actually have a B camera as well, which means that it's going to be the same thing, just from a different camera. So I want to sync that too. This one actually is from scene 3A, so I don't need to do it yet, luckily. So I'm going to move this one back right to here. So scene 3, take 2, take 1, scene 3, take 2, scene 3, take 3, scene 3, take 4, scene 3, take 5, scene 3A, scene 3A from different cameras. So now we treat it kind of like a multi-camera situation, but just as a microcosm for that one little part there. Great. So I'm going to get there when I need to, and I'll sync it. I won't even notice, actually, because I won't really see the second line of audio. I'll just grab this stuff. And I'm going to sync this. Now, I noticed that whenever you're syncing, it always goes forward to the latest one. So if I undo this, you'll see this guy right here didn't move because everything else moved forward. This little tick right here is the last one to get the clap. So everything moves forward to that. And it's pretty great. So you just have to kind of make sure you're not going to run into this clip right there, and you'll be all right. I'm going to move that forward, pull it back. Now I need scene 3, take 3, scene 3, take 3, scene 3, take 3, and I don't have a B camera, so I'll be all right. Let's move all that forward so we don't have a clash. Let's synchronize this. Great, and of course I'll speed this all up for a little time lapse, which is great. So what is the film? The film is it's supposed to be a self-development story of a girl who has a conscience or a alter ego she's fighting with that alter ego. It's kind of like self-talk, self-worth kind of idea where her captor is her thoughts that she wrestles with. So you're always wondering, like, who is this person? But I kind of just spoiled the film, but whatever, if you're watching this and you know that films get made all the time, so all right, you can see our audio guy had a great time recording the lavs, as you can see. Although he had a very specific setup where Talent actually had to hit record. It was pretty interesting. And it was very nice. Great. So I'm just going to literally go ahead and sync all of these. You can see there I synced 5 tracks at once. And at this point, we're getting kind of muddled in here, but we're just going to zoom in a little bit more and be real careful. D2, S3A, take 2, S3A, take 1. So this one actually needs to be S3 Wilds. I see. So this one did not sync. So I'm going to move this back, further back, not this way, because if I move it this way, everything's going to move forward. I want to move this behind, and I can just sync to these. I can't sync to those. I can just sync to these. You'll see this one will pop forward. Not, instead of the other way would be the other 4 would pop forward, which it works, I guess, but there's just no reason really to. So it always goes forward in the timeline. Let's bring Wilds. Wilds must be like pickups or something like that. So here we go. We're doing S3A take 2, S3A take 2, S3A take 2. So if you really have things labeled properly, you can do a great job with your edit just by really quickly syncing. Otherwise, you're spending most of your time trying to look at the script and say, what was this take and what was that? And then, that one's no good and whatnot. But because the director was super involved, he actually knew exactly what he wanted out of these. So good job, Jason. Okay, here we go. We're on now scene 3A still. Same thing, just take 3. Synchronize those. They're all going to go boom. Boom. Did these sync? These ones.
Mark it.
B, alpha, take 3.
Mark it.
B mark.
B-roll.
Mark it.
Huh. Looks like this audio is bad for the Lav A, unfortunately.
Sound speeding.
Who's got the time?
I'm going to solo this track, so I'm only listening to this guy. Oh yeah, okay, so it got the clap, right? Oh, well, it worked, but I don't think the audio's any good, so that's too bad. Okay, so now we're really far out here. I'm just going to pull some of these back here. Specifically, I'm going to pull these ones back. Because as long as you have more space in your life, then the better off you are. Select everything forward, move that. We're looking at scene 3A, take 4, 3A, take 4, 3A, take 4, 3A, take 4. Da-da-da. And everything should come forward to about here-ish, I'm going to guess. Yeah, right there, okay. Close enough. Let's do this. We're looking at scene 3B, scene 3C, scene 3D, scene 3D, take 2. Why do we not have any more boom here? I guess they must have done some stuff without scene 3B. Let's see, boom. Oh, that's laugh, I see. Day 2 right here. Scene 3A. Yeah, so they must have skipped the B, skipped the C because there's no dialogue or something like that. We're going to go forward to D's. Let's go testing. You can move along. Here we go. I'm going to have the audio move forward so it doesn't override this next track. Scene 3D, take 2. Now if this was like a lifetime scenario, then I wouldn't have to do that, but it could be longer in any of the directions, so there we go. And then we have scene 3 ERS. I think this is just B-roll of stuff. 3F. Very nice. Oh, that's so funny. They actually used her stuff. D2 scene 3 Wilds. Let's see what this is. Testing.
Testing.
Literally is him testing. Alright, so now we're synced. What I'm going to do, just to help me out in my brain, is I'm going to, first of all, mute these. And we're going to start with scene 3, take 1. That's the top. No letters, just scene 3, take 1. I'm going to look here. We'll wait till we say action.
Mark it.
And as soon as he says action, I'm going to cut so that we have kind of a clear idea. I think it's right here.
Action.
Right. Yay. Great, so I'm going to get rid of all that because I don't need it. There's no action before that. Oh, she drops it. Oh wow, this is a long take. Especially the lawnmower. She goes back downstairs. This is supposed to be a master. I think Bruno, the DP,
And cut.
always wanted to do a master first of the whole scene. So it's really nice because this will be the bottom guy, the first guy, and then all these booms and everything will go underneath or below it. Because remember, the newest thing I always want to be on the bottom. I haven't done that yet, but we'll do in a sec. So this is the cut, and I'm gonna go to the next one where they say action. There's the clap. Okay, up she goes. So now, because this is the same one, S3 and S3, they're just different takes, I'm actually going to slide those together. And now I get to pick which one I like the best of. Let's see. That's S3, take 2. Looks like that guy just stopped recording, which is fine because that's the other character. We're gonna go all the way in. She goes inside. Looks at the photos. Oh, she's really having a rough life. Whew, what a messy place. It's not messy, it's just cluttered. There's lots of stuff. They're very filled. And there's cut. So, there we go. We now have a take 3 of this. So I'm going to do the same thing. There it is, clap. See where action is. Right here. Oh. Here.
Frame. Action.
And this is still S3, so I'm going to do that. Just hold off me till the end of the takes.
And cut.
Because you'll see the difference of what we do once we get to scene 3A. Let's see where action is.
Action.
There it is. And there we go. Let's do this.
This line, you think?
No.
It's okay?
Okay. Happy.
You're not good enough to be loved. Oh, fuck. Sorry. I messed up the line.
That's hilarious.
Loved. Oh, fuck.
Oh no, what did I do? Oh, I went back to the beginning. That's no good. What did I do here? Scene 3, take 4.
You're not good enough to be loved.
Okay, so that's obviously a no good line, but I'll just leave it until there because
Okay.
I wonder if they actually say cut, but whatever.
I messed up the line.
Okay.
Ah. Okay, so now we're on. Oh, we have a take 5. Let's go through this. There we go. Let's scroll through this really fast. Oh, there's that action.
Action.
Little squirrel action right there. Boom. Obviously, take 4 is going to be kind of a no-go. She has her footsteps. Boom, 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 boom.
And cut.
Great. So now we have 5 takes, and they're all on the same line here. So we're never going to necessarily use more than one take. We could, obviously, if we say, oh, I like that, then we're going to pull that out and we're going to put it in front because this is the end of the scene right here. But with all these other guys here, and you can see with a B camera, I have to make a second, I have to take up 2 spaces. I'm now going to put these up 1 level. So scene 3A is going to go up 1, and of course these are going to come down a level. So now this is scene 3A. Because if I was to stack each one of these scene 3s up here, if I was to stack each one up, then I'm cutting between the same take, but then I don't actually get to the end of the scene because I still have all these other ones to sort through. So I'm going to put the 3A's on top, kind of like the shot 2s, the shot 3s, you know. They just decided to label it this way, so. Right, there's B. Which obviously you can see this is just the conversation in between all the walking.
And cut.
So we're going to use these like 3A's and 3B's or whatever they are to do all the talking. So that's take 2, was it? This is take 1. I forgot take 1.
And action.
I think you should cut there. I'm not sure. Oh no, she looks at her phone. Boom. Cut. Ta-da! And this is a 3B, so it's going to go up. This one's going to come down. And then basically we're just going to choose between these takes and we're going to mix them in with our different shots as they go chronologically. So I'll say we'll choose the best take. If we need to go back and get another take, we can do that. Frame, action. She picks up her phone.
And cut.
Okay, we might use this, so I'm just going to go right to the end here. So I did not hear a cut. And we're on the last one, scene 3A, take 4, I think. Yeah, then C3B. Let's move this up to the second space there. This one goes down to that one. This one goes up.
B-roll.
I don't know if that sounded right, but that's okay.
Frame.
Action.
We have her phone.
And cut.
Ta-da. Now we got 3B. We're going to go up. And then we've got 3C. I'm going to go up one more. There's no audio for those, so they'll kind of just be tertiary ones. I can kind of just, yeah, I could do something different with them if I want to. I keep them at the end and bring them in as inserts. Here's my 3D take 1, 3D take 2. So with those guys, I'm going to go up one more here. And we'll look at where the action cuts are really quick. Yeah, so this is so this is an insert. So I'll grab that. Oh, there's the chain. So that'll become pretty apparent when we need it.
Scene 3, Delta, take 1.
Marker.
Good job, man. Oh, this is also kind of a insert, but I think Samantha might come in here. Yeah, she does.
And cut.
Good stuff.
Frame. Action. And cut.
Great, she was out of the frame. Ta-da. I'm not going to do the rest here because we're out of time. But basically, at this point now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these. Da-dum, da-da. These are scene 3A, 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 take 4. And now, you see, when we have this, we actually are going to just very effortlessly line it up on top and have the cuts in as we need. So, for example, she runs up the stairs here, and I want to do, like, let's say I want to do the reverse angle with Isaac during their conversation, right? She runs outside. Let's imagine I got this at the right point, and then we go to him. And then we go to their conversation once they are at the right point. I just have to kind of redo that. Now I'm going to use my the Jason's notes. I'm actually going to say, you know, he actually said which one
Help me.
he liked best because he looked through all the footage.
Excuse me.
So yeah, and that's basically how we're doing it. Really also very important note here, I'm going to link these. So I'm never going to use just one side for now. At least I'm always going to move them together. So I'm going to link them. And that will save me so much time of clicking, because otherwise I have to click with 3 times for each audio bit, right? Just to cut it or move it or something like that. So this one too. Yeah, that'll save you a lot of time. And then I'm going to actually, oh yeah, these 2 tracks will be muted, so I'm not hearing the camera. I'm just hearing whether or not this audio is good, because I'm going to do a temporary audio for this as well. So that is the plan. If I could link these with those as well, that'd be nice, but I don't think I can, because I just can't. Unfortunately. It just doesn't let you. You can only unlink this, but then when you try to link this, I guess you can. What do you know? That's nice. But there will be a time that you will want just the shot and no audio, so you definitely want to link the bottom audios and maybe these, but yeah, just knowing how those work is up to you, however you want to use it. I'm going to leave it there for now because I haven't selected. I'll look at the shot list, and that's about all we're going to do for now.